Hello and welcome to this homework help video. Today we're going to be talking about factorials. Okay, I personally think factorials are really interesting, and I hope by the end of this video, you'll think they're pretty interesting too, and hopefully you'll know what to do with them too. Okay, so we have our first question here: 5 factorial. Evaluate 5 factorial. If you don't know, I should say, a factorial, the notation of the factorial is an exclamation point. Okay, so we're asked with finding out what is 5 exclamation point. Well, there's 2 ways for you to do this. One is the easy way, and that is just take your calculator and press the number 5 and then find the exclamation point, which for me is one of these buttons up here at the top, but for you and your calculator, it might be somewhere else. However, we're going to be doing it another way, the more definitional way. So what does 5 factorial mean? Well, the factorial means you multiply each integer together up to the integer that the exclamation point is next to. In this case, 5. So what 5 factorial really means is 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5. Okay? So now you can either do this in your head or plug these into your calculator. Right? So what is 4 times 5? Well, hopefully you know that that's 20. What is 1 times 2? Well, that's just 2. And we'll move the 3 down here. So what's 2 times 3? Well, that's 6. So what is 6 times 120? Or excuse me. Wow, I told you the answer. What is 6 times 20? It is 120. And hopefully, if you plugged in 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 in your calculator, you would in fact get 120. So let's see. Let's put 120 here. And we are correct. Let me quickly erase this. Oh, didn't mean to erase that, but it's fine. We don't need that anymore. Okay, so now we have evaluate 4 factorial. So what does 4 factorial actually mean? Well, that is 1 times 2 times 3 times 4. And this one I'm going to plug into my calculator. So we have, you won't be able to see that, but 1 times 2 times 3 times 4, well, that is equal to 24. So I'm showing you that you can do that's 25, 24. And that is also right. Well, now we have 3 factorial. So we have 3 exclamation point, which just means 1 times 2 times 3. So we can erase the 4. So 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. So let's put in 6 and see if we're right. And we are. And then hopefully you can see from just what we have here, 2 factorial would be 1 times 2, right? Which is just 2. That's terrific. And we've already done 5 factorial, and we found that out to be 120. So let's see if it'll give us another one. No. So I have one more problem for you. Let us do this question. What is 8 factorial over 6 factorial? Well, now this seems like it's pretty complicated, right? But if we follow along with what we've been doing, it won't be that hard. So again, you could either put this in your calculator as 8 exclamation point over 6 exclamation point, but we're going to be doing it this other way so you can see what's actually going on. So what is 8 factorial? Well, it's 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6 times 7 times 8. Hopefully you can see that. It kind of went into this bar here, but it's okay. And what is 6 factorial? Well, that's 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6. So I hope you can see what's going on here. You can actually cross out, because everything's multiplied together, cross out what's on the top and on the bottom, such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 8, that's a terrible 8. 8 factorial over 6 factorial reduces down to 7 times 8. So you either put that in your calculator or you know it straight off from your multiplication tables, and you would know that this is equal to 56. So this really complicated looking fraction is really just 7 times 8. Is that not incredibly cool that factorials work this way? So just remember, a factorial, let me quickly erase this. You can solve factorial problems really easy if you just remember that the exclamation point in front of a number, such as 4, is just equal to all of the integers multiplied together up to the integer there, such as 1 times 2 times 3 times 4. This concludes this homework help video on factorials. I hope you now know exactly what to do, and I hope you're confident and can do it yourself. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.